While every day people die looking for money, still every day people die leaving behind money. Welcome to my next episode or our next episode. I thought I was going to go to documents concerning my palaver at the Ghana Health Service. I stumbled on this and I think I should show them first because in my earlier videos, I promised to show them. There were pictures taken of the rubbish that my adjacent neighbor used to strew in front of my house. We were in fact in cordial times until he went on leave and brought his wife. The wife exposed herself to me and I wasn't interested, but he doesn't know. And of course, this is somebody who most likely has left the house, given the documents of the house to the wife. I try to understand him. If there's anything serious, it is he who has to leave the house. It's happened before and it's still happening. But foolishly and sheepishly, he followed her and they were doing these things to me. And so when it was getting when it was getting out of hand, I decided to take pictures of them, of their actions. And they knew it. They saw it and they knew it. And apparently they went ahead of me and took an action because they were together. And I was one. I said I was living alone in the house there in Konongo Habitat. So these are the pictures. I'm not going to talk long, but you will see that this is inside. This is inside my house. They threw this. Oh, I think it's the same thing. Poor man's house. Mhm. I'm proud of it because I didn't steal to build it. I got it from the generous Americans, Habitat for Humanity. From the actions of the. This is my house. You look carefully, you see a black tank towards the end. And this is the rubbish they threw in front of me. You would think it's just there like that. No, it wasn't. It's deliberate. I entered inside the room to pray. They know it. They are men and one. I'm sleeping. They know it. Sorry, I'm not able to go by date because I always mix them up. Did I turn the paper upside down? I don't think I did. Anyway, it may be the same picture. I may repeat pictures. Viewers, pardon me. And this is his house. He calls it Camp David, Camp David Theater. He meant it as a beer parlor for people to come and drink and entertain themselves and then look at television and pay money. They are always watching football, and he was always watching football with them, Camp David. Uh, he is to the left of my house, or coming from the main center, Habitat Center, you come to his house before mine. This is his Camp David. This is house. You can see in front of the net. It's not because they swept it, but because nobody threw rubbish there. And this is part of the house, his black gate. You get to his black gate before coming to my house. This house is not mine. It's after it's after my house. So when coming from Camp David, you get to my house and then this house. So my house is in the middle of Camp David and this one. You can see outside there, nothing there. It's also neat. This is inside my house. They ate and they put what we call takeaway in front of my just threw it there. This is a retired headmaster. Behaving like that. He's still alive, and I wish he could watch it. Yes, this is now my house. Unfortunately, the ground is not there. I don't know why like that. The ground is not there for anybody to see. And this is inside my house again. Yes, you can see corn plants there. It's inside. Or my former house. This picture I took. Camp David's house is where there is a pipe, manhole pipe. This is inside my house. You can see a black substance near the wall. It was thrown by the house behind me. They were friends with Camp David, so they teamed up. That's what human beings can do. And I think I've shown this before. Sorry for repetition. And this is the streets in my house around the beginning. There's the street. You can see it's neat over there. This is the street again. And the wooden small door is my house, leading to the room housing my tank, a smaller tank. You can see over there too is neat. This is my house. You can see a black bottle thrown inside there from the opposite side when the wall collapsed. And I had to put the bricks together to cover it because I didn't have money. And the man there who had inherited the house from Vic raised his wall on the opposite side and left here for me to do it. And he's a rich man, I'm not. When he drinks and then he throws the bottle there. I talked about this before in my earlier videos, minus the pictures. This again is inside my house, or my former house, to be precise. This is the streets in front of my house. You can see my house is not there. I stood in front of my house and took it, so it's far away from my house. This again is inside my house with black substances there thrown into the house. I don't know whether they thought I was here. Maybe not. This is what happens when you decide to live alone. I wouldn't get any supporter because the ladies thought I wasn't minding them. One even told me a long time ago I should take her. She will fight them. But we take a woman because we want to fight enemies. You see? Unfortunately, she passed on. May God have mercy on her. This is the street again, my street again, and you see Camp David house with a black gate. From there you get to my house. And so the ground nearest is my house. You can see a piece of rubbish there. And this is my house. You can see a piece of polythene bag there front. And the signboard of my former lab, Somatics Medical Laboratory. This is inside my house. You see, there were some rocks there I put to climb and sit on the wall and watch outside. And they deliberately put a nylon bag inside the rocks or within the rocks. I think this is the same picture. Somebody ate bread, eh, and then came and threw the remaining in my house. And this from Terrier's side, mm, along the street. I took a stick to open, and I saw that it was bread. Somebody ate it and left it there because Sule is the sanitary inspector there, who is not doing the work, and they should do it. Meanwhile, they are friends with the sanitary inspector, who looked on for all these things to happen. This is inside my house. Sorry to say, I piled these stones there to sit on the wall. I can climb this and sit on the wall and view outside. And this is the street of the house. Here, the this is where Nyako got 2 plots, got an extra plot, and sold it out. When the Americans came down to help us to get plots, others were amassing wealth with it. Sold it out to two different people. And this is my inside Tewia's house. I took it when I climbed the room housing my small tank at a 250-liter tank, 2.5-liter tank, I mean. And this is another street, another picture of a street in my house, in my area. Yes, now you can see action. This is by my house. You can see how they strew rubbish there. And when I show you the picture of the place after that and before that, you see that they are neat. If any gets there at all, is because the wind incidentally blew them there. There are these in the picture printed in black, which are very hardly noticeable. I've shown this picture before, I believe. And this one, people eat mangoes and threw it inside my house, put it in our pan, threw it, just stand there and drop it. It's human beings who are doing this, we're not animals. Pardon me to say that. This is, and I have the strong heart to bear it. And the Quran says, Alam nashrak laka sadraka. Didn't I expand your chest for you? I wasn't bothered much. Even if I was bothered, there was nothing I could do about that. This is inside my house again. Yes. Yes, this is the right side. This is behind my house. Where the fowls are, beyond them is the streets and third street. You can see how much rubbish they threw there. And this is another picture. Sorry. This is another picture. I turned it upside down. Yes, this is in front of my house again. Tewia's house is uh, where the little plant is. Sometimes I root it for them. Then from there you come to my area and you see the front of my area. Rubbish. This is another picture of my house inside. My former house, yes. And this is inside my house. Mhm. You can see some plants. I dried some mango fruits there. That's inside my house, my former house. It's no longer there, but it's no longer there in this form, like in this picture. Yes, I believe I've shown this picture before. Yes, this is the wall I share with Tewia, Francis Tewia. My house is to the left, and his house contains the buildings. I climbed on top of my room where the tank is and took the picture. Well, I've left them, and apparently they will have a peace of mind there because my presence was disturbing them. And this is my house again, inside my house again. And the chips there are where my pipe was. If you look carefully, you can even see some part of the water tank. That's a big water tank. Yes, this is my house. You can see inside where I dried some blue material. You can view both the inside and the outside. You can see that the outside is full of rubbish. I took it from up my room. I climbed the roof of my small room and took it. Inside my house again. Let me see if I'm holding the picture right now. I think I've shown this picture before. Sorry for repeating it. This I've shown before too. Yes, this is a clear view of my house and Tawia's house. How adjacent, showing how adjacent they are. The little door of wood is mine, and from there on is Tawia's house. We all were there as poor people because of the generosity of the Americans. When the people are making themselves big, as if they are money people, especially Tewia, the wife deceived him to look like a big man. This is the same picture enlarged or taken closer at a closer view. Yeah. This is my house with adjacent to Vic's house. That to the east of my house. When the wall break, when the wall collapsed because of water, the other wall there also collapsed. The man there quickly built his wall and left the wall that was between me and him. Meanwhile, I was the one who built that wall between me and him. I should build it. He saw I was poor, he is rich, he built and left it. Yes. Uh, this is inside my former house. And this is a picture of the collapsed wall and the adjacent the house to my east. I believe I've shown this picture too before. Yes. And this one to the streets. And this one too I've shown before. Yes, this is inside my house. Behind the bathroom. What do you call the utilities? I mean, I say it's a poor man's house. Somebody will call and say, is this a house? Yes, it's a house. For me, it's a house. What is a house? A house is land. It's the land that matters. When you've got a land, you've got a house. Whether it's a skyscraper or not, on it or not, whether it's a skyscraper on it or a mud house on it, they are all houses. They are both houses, I'm sorry. But this side is Teria's house. I believe I've shown it before. And I've shown this picture too before. And this is Teria's door, black. And the house opposite was where they organized themselves together, or they decided together to fix a glass door, enter into it, and take picture of mine when I strew my droppings on them. This is inside my house again. This outside my house. This is the house beyond mine, to the east of my house. You can see it's neat there. Tewia's house and mine separated by a wall. And this is the house, the wall with tiles. This is the house behind, after my house, to the east of mine. And this is in front of my house. You can see the tank and you can see rubbish there. And viewers, you think all this is coincidence? No. I believe I took this picture at night, in the night. And it was the picture of the house beyond mine. That's Nick's former home. This is, this is the glass house. When they fixed this glass, they decided to take picture of mine and give to the police that I'm still. Oh my God. I believe this is, no. I've turned the picture up now. Yes, I've shown this picture before. I've shown it already. I believe I've shown this one too. And this one too, I believe I've shown. Pardon me if I haven't. I believe I've shown this before. So I'll just go through them quickly. because most of them I've shown them already. Yes. You take note that there are dates at one corner of the pictures, not very legible. Yeah, I've shown this before. I've shown this already. And, and this one too. And this one too I've shown before. Inside my house with rubbish, a black polythene material dumped inside. Inside my former house. I've shown this too before. There's not supposed to be a separation here. You can see two buildings. It's a stolen house. And the fellow Nyako, the sanitary inspector, deliberately made an opening there to divide the house into two and sell to people. I believe I've shown this already. We'll go very fast because I believe I've shown them already. Inside my house, Camp David. Where I used to climb and sit on the wall. I believe I've shown this too already. Yes, this is my house. You can see the polythene tank there, up there, inside. It's the adjacent house. Yes, the adjacent house. That's to my east. So, in other words, put together, they should look like this, something like this. And this is the adjacent house. So this is our street. Beginning from about my house where I stood and took it. You can see my house and the adjacent house. The rubbish is concentrated in my area. Anyone that went there probably was blown by the wind. You can see the end of my tank. That's about the end of my wall. Yes, the separation between my house and Tawias. Inside Tawias' house, taken from my tank, from the roof of my tank. So, viewers, enough is just to prove how I would. Then, after doing all these things, when I decided to do the same to them, they went to the police, and this is the letter they got from the mail at the police station to lock me up. In fact, they thought the police were going to slap me and damage my face because they showed them a picture of me throwing the droppings on them. But when the police came, I didn't resist. I told them I gave them some few minutes. I asked for some few minutes, locked my doors, and we went together. Anyway, I enter. Cell, street, no question. I enter. They called me out, questioned me. I gave the answers. I went back. The prisoners told me, oh, they will. What did you say? Oh, it's no case. They didn't. I slept till overnight. Because Terry had bribed them. I came out and they said we should do something with the policemen. And Terry came and asked me to contribute something. He'd not been talking. He knew I had money there. The police also knew it. I came and did it. Then the commander said to me, I repeat it, Mr. Imoru, it's not everybody who has the tolerance that you have. So you can see the tolerance that I have. And I believe when I was there, the police went underground and made their investigation because there were habitat people coming there. They told them, no, this man is only a scapegoat. He's not harmful. He's not troublesome. He's inside the room alone, reading. Most of them complain that I don't go out, I read. I remember two people making comments that one said, I said I had eyes problem. He said, look, he said, you read too much. Another fellow came and met me with papers in front of me reading. I wrote. He said, oh, Mr. Edu, it's called Mr. Edu. He said, you read as if you are going for exams. I was there another time in my small room there, and then another lady came and asked me, but you've worked, you've finished work, you've completed your retirement. Why all these books? So you see, our mentality is that when you go on retirement, that's all. You shouldn't read any longer. You see? So it is the matter. I thank God that they didn't beat me. And they were surprised. They got very much disturbed when I came out safely without anyone. But then my animals had died. I showed a picture of one uh, sheep in one of the earlier videos. So you see how human beings are. Anyway, I have borne it. Huh? La yukallifu Allahu nafsan. Oh, La yukallifu Allahu nafsan illa wus'aha. God will not give person a burden except they can carry it. So that is it. He gave me this burden because he knows they can carry it. Anyway, thank you very much. Let's go.